All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson coming at you with a fight review. So we're going to Miami, Florida for Combate Global. We're going to, I don't know why, but a minus 113-pound catch weight. Giulia Chinello coming in at 3-6, taking on Jade Jorand coming in at 2-1. First round, Jorand took the center, started pumping the jab early. Several combinations landed for her. Chinello managed to get to the clinch, eating some shots on the way in. However, and I swear, this was a fast split, but the ref broke it for inactivity. Way too fast for my tastes. But Jorand kept the center, tried to land as Chinello circled. Jorand landed a big right hand, and it seemed like Chinello started being hesitant to throw. She was just circling, and then she came forward to clinch on the cage again and looked for a takedown as the time ran out. So we go to the second round, and Jorand, again, like straight to the center, pumping that jab, forced Chinello to circle outside. And Chinello, really hesitant this round, very little output from her. Jorand continued to work behind her jab, mixing in her low kicks as well. And Jorand wasn't, she wasn't always landing, but she was certainly landing more than Chinello because Chinello, or Jorand's output was like several times that of Chinello. And honestly, I gotta be honest, the third round pretty much played out the same way. Jorand again took the center, worked her jab. Chinello was just circled and not really throwing. Now, and that was most of the round. Now, Chinello did go for a takedown at 340 to clinch, but was denied. So ended up clinching on a cage. There were some knee exchanges from both, and then after a little bit, the referee broke it. And about 20 seconds left, Jorand just started to really pour it on, and then Chinello went for the clinch again to end the fight. Not really, not a whole lot of action in this fight, if I got to be honest. So it goes to the judges. All three saw it for your winner by unanimous decision, Jade Jorand. So ended up being France defeating Italy in this one. Like I said, not gonna lie, this was a disappointing fight. I was really excited to see Jorand fight, and because Jorand and Chinello both had a common opponent in Monica Koklakova, who I also follow, I wanted to see how the performances would compare. But this fight was disappointing. Chinello was way too timid, but Jorand, she did not turn it up when she really could have, because she had most of this fight. Chinello was inactive, and Jorand probably could have just really gone forward and poured it on, but she didn't. And I think the big part of the problem for Giulia Chinello was that she felt Jorand's power early, decided she did not want to risk it. She's like, "Ooh, I felt that power. I don't want any more of that." And also, she didn't work for the takedown, because when she fought Monica Koklakova, she definitely went for the takedowns more. And I felt like had she gone for the takedowns more in this fight, probably could have gotten them and gotten some work down there on the ground. And again, Jorand, she's a small fighter, is Jade Jorand. She's small. She's fought at atomweight. Really belongs at atomweight. But man, for an atomweight, she has some legit power in her hands. Because Chinello's mostly fought at strawweight, but as soon as she started feeling that power, she wanted none of it. So I think it's only a matter of time, really, before we see like a Jade Jorand, like knockout at atomweight. Anyway, for things to work on for Jorand, listen, when you're ahead and your opponent is that intimidated that they're just being inactive, don't be afraid to turn it up. I mean, I'm not saying go out there, be dumb, and just start taking crazy risks. But at the same time, don't be afraid to go heavy and start leading and just taking it to your opponent when they're that intimidated by you. Because, I mean, Canelo was basically frozen in inactivity, and Jorand just stayed at range, landing her shots, throwing her kicks, throwing her low kicks, working behind her jab. She definitely could have turned it up more. For Chinello, she's got to take her opponent out of her comfort zone. I figured that, coming in here, having fought in the heavier division, she'd come in here, look to take Jorand down more, or at least work harder towards it. But she just didn't. But when you're against a striker with a limited ground game, which I've seen Jade Jorand on the ground, she has a very limited ground game. So when you're against a striker with a limited ground game, you got to go for those takedowns early, and you got to go for them often. Anyway, we're going to keep this video short. Fights to make. For Giulia Chinello, she is now down to a record of 3-7. And I'm not saying she can't turn it around. I've seen fighters with bad starts to their career turn it around. But at the same time, when you have a record like this, it is time to decide on your career trajectory. You've got to do a serious assessment of what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, the changes you need to make, not only in your fighting, but in your training, your gym, everything. Because if you're going to continue on and you want to turn your career around, you need to seriously define your career trajectory and decide what you're going to do to fix it. For Jade Jorand, I'd like to see her fight someone ranked next. For some reason, Combate has a lot of their fighters that are ranked fighting people who are coming in unranked. I say give her someone ranked. Jorand right now is number 10 at atomweight. Now, number 9, Galindo, and number 8, Anna Summers are injured. So put her up against number 7, Andrea Meneses. That would make for a very fun striking bout. Those two both love to throw, and they both hit pretty hard. So make Jade Jorand number 10 versus number 7, Andrea Meneses. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this bout. I was hoping for a lot more. I still want to see more from Jorand in the future. Hoping to see what she can do. But let me know your thoughts on the fight in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Wmma Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.